Well, welcome back to the podcast. If you are watching me on YouTube, you can see that I have a winter hat on. So I tried to be frugal and not turn on my heat. And then when I tried to turn on the heat, it wouldn't turn on. So here I am with my winter Lululemon hat on, recording the podcast. So, anyways, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're tackling a common question I get asked. How do you fix skinny fat? This episode will explain how you can do this, giving you actual tips that you can apply so that you lose that extra fluff around the midsection and actually look like you work out. Because I know you are putting the time in, but you are perhaps not getting the results that you want. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. We are ending the fall shred this week. I cannot wait to reveal the results. I know I say this every time, but it was the best shred yet. There are so many shredders crushing their goals, and I cannot wait to announce the $500 winner. The next shred will be in mid to late January 2025. The best part is if you are a Clubhouse member, you get $100 off of the shred. Just a quick reminder, a new podcast episode drops every Monday, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single one. This week on my Instagram, we celebrated a Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse member, Jen, who went from skinny fat to losing the fluff to revealing her toned muscles inside of the clubhouse. You have to see her back muscles. In the past, she tried other methods to gain muscle definition, but nothing worked until now. So head over to my Instagram at Kelly Counts Macros, counts with a K, to check it out. Her story is motivating all my listeners and followers to take action and join the clubhouse. And here's a little insider tip. The best way to join is through the back door. So you book a one-on-one consult with me and I'll help you get started so you can lose up to 30 pounds in 6 months. Inside the clubhouse, we're gearing up for our December challenge. It's called Defined December. If you want to join us, the back door is open for a limited time. I'll include the link in the show notes. Just a heads up, the clubhouse won't be open to the public again until June 2025. This week in the Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse, we made a Mexi melt. It was ooey, gooey, cheesy yumminess. This recipe is clickable inside the clubhouse and it shoots straight into the app. Not only that, but I am now featured in the My Macros Plus app, and you can search for me under by brand. So go into the My Macros Plus app, go under by brand and search Kelly Counts Macros. All my recipes are in there. The advantage that Clubhouse monthly members have is that you have my recipe book right inside of the Clubhouse, divided into the individual meals. So all the recipes are in one spot. So instead of trying to remember where you saved the recipe, whether you saved it on Instagram or Pinterest or Facebook, so all in one spot. You make the recipe, decide on your portion size, feed your family, and you're done. It's always family-friendly meals and desserts in the monthly membership. So the big news has been announced. I'm now featured inside of the My Macros Plus app. All of my recipes are in there, easy to track. The Clubhouse members have access to the whole entire recipe cookbook. All you have to do is, if you're a member, meal plan, click on the recipe in the app, and voila, it's all done for you. Now, I'm no Lily Eats and Tells, but these meals are delicious. They're family friendly, they're simple, and now they are featured right in the app. So go under by brand, go to Kelly Counts Macros, counts with a K, and they're all my recipes. You can also check out Instagram, but one of the main reasons I love the Clubhouse is all of the recipes are right in there and it's organized. So the link will be in the show notes for the Clubhouse. Now, let's dive into today's topic. But before we do, I wanted to share a 5-star review of the podcast. Be a light. Be a light wrote, thankful, so incredibly thankful to have an opportunity to be part of this journey. Truly feel this is a life float being thrown to me instead of a cinder block. What I appreciate most is the intentional detail to make sure things are simple yet effective. Kelly takes the time to be sure her words are backed up with tools to put into place for success. Love the podcast full of encouragement and transformation. Thank you. Be a light. Your message touched my heart. I also love your name. Be a light. I'm so incredibly thankful to have you a part of this journey too, knowing that it feels like a life float and not a cinder block means everything. Simplicity and effectiveness are key, and I'm so glad that it's resonating with you. So hearing that the podcasts are providing encouragement and transformation is exactly what I hope for. I read every single review and they mean so much to me. They also help me reach more people. So if you haven't left a review yet, please do, and be sure to hit that follow button so you never miss an episode. New ones drop every Monday. Now, whether you're in the shred or part of the Clubhouse, you know I'm all about shedding the fluff to reveal the muscles that you've been working hard for in the gym. So let's dive into skinny fat. And I'm not a huge a fan of this term, but I didn't know how else to describe it. So how do I fix skinny fat? So the definition of skinny fat: you're relatively skinny, you still have body fat that you want to lose, and it's usually in the belly. You want to decrease body fat and build muscle with definition. You want to get more defined without being in a surplus or bulk. You want to lose that fluff or tire around the midsection. You want to lose that muffin top and rock a crop top. You want to look good at the beach or on vacation. You want to be able to put on anything in your closet and not have it feel tight. So if that resonates with you, this episode is for you. So, a quick story about me. After I had Lola, she was about 18 months old, and I would consider myself skinny fat. I was doing a lot of running, a lot of cardio, but had no muscle definition. So, how do you fix skinny fat? What do you do first? Is it a calorie deficit or something else? Is it a bulk? A bulk can be scary. Or do I cut? What do I do? Bulking and eating in calorie surplus to work on muscles, or cut to lose fat and eat in deficit. So these are both different circumstances. If you have a lot of body fat, you need to start with a cut. Most important things to focus on, but this is how you fix skinny fat. Number one, lift heavy. Strength training is the driver when talking about exercise. Now I'm talking about exercise and building muscle. Typically, skinny fat people are concentrating on cardio, like I was. They're concentrating too much on running, the elliptical, the bike, the rower, which this is all great. It's great for your health, your cardiovascular system, but not to build muscle. Don't concentrate on cardio or sweating more. They think sweating more equals calorie burn, paying more attention to what their watch says or the treadmill says with the calorie burn, which I've talked about before, is very, very inaccurate. So, main way to build muscle, burn more calories at rest, is to lift heavy. Lift heavy and using the programs in the Clubhouse 3 to 4 times a week. I would rather you do 100% consistency 3 times a week than 5 to 7 times a week at 30% consistency. So 3 to 4 times a week, 100% consistency, lifting and challenging yourself. These last reps need to be really hard. If not, you have room to grow and you need to get heavier weights. Are the last 3 reps difficult? Finish when you know the next rep would be with terrible technique. If your technique is terrible, then you're lifting too heavy. You will get to know your body well. Your body will tell you. Too often is detrimental. So lifting every day, don't do it. 3 to 4 times a week is good. I have found that any more than that, you're not leaving time for rest, no time for recovery, and you can't give it your all. You cannot give it your all for 5 to 7 days a week. Personally, I do 4 days a week of strength training, 1 day of walking on an incline, 1 day a 5 to 6 mile run with my friend, 1 day of walking, giving my muscles 3 days of rest so that I can go all out 4 times a week. Number 2, protein. Protein is set at 0.9 or 1 grams per pound of weight. We are talking if you are skinny fat, not if you have a lot of weight to lose. This protein number would look very different, but be consistent with hitting your protein, 0.9 to 1 gram per pound of your weight. There's lots of ideas in the Clubhouse for protein. Watch the old coaching calls, but if you weigh, let's say 150 pounds, to go for 135 grams of protein and aim for it. The bar may be set high, but aim for it. If you weigh 120 pounds, aim to hit 120 grams of protein. Once you start hitting this target, you will start to crave the protein. Also know it is fueling those muscles that are building up a faster metabolism. The more muscle you have on your body, the faster your metabolism. Number 3, sleep. I know nobody really wants to talk about this, but sleep. If you're not getting enough, you are sacrificing your ability to build muscle. If you see someone walking around all jacked, I can guarantee you they are sleeping. People who have a lot of muscle, make sure they are sleeping enough. That is when you recover. If you want to improve your physique, get some sleep. If you're tired, you're not going to be able to make and get through a whole workout like you want to if you're exhausted. So sleep is critical. How much, you say? I mean, 8 hours is ideal. 6 to 8 you may have to settle for, but 2, 3, 4 a night, you need to address your priorities. If you are not sleeping, I can guarantee you are hungrier, making bad decisions, you snack, you can't give your workout your full energy, and you are grabbing fast food or door dashing because you are too tired to make a meal. Number 4, calories. As you know, if you've been hanging around me long enough, we know that this is the true driver. While strength training is the driver exercise-wise, calories are the most important aspect of nutrition. Where should they be and for how long? Calories closer to maintenance is ideal for fixing skinny fat and definitely not a bulk because you gain body fat. So maintenance for 6 months to a year minimum takes a long time to see results. Patience. 12 months side by side, you have completely changed your body. Progress photos need taken every 4 to 8 weeks. You need to be at maintenance calories and training. Also taking measurements. Ever see where someone took a picture every week for a year and then they string them together and there isn't much change at first, right? And then boom, there's a big change. So maybe comparing January 1st, 2023 to January 1st, 2024, patience. It's the long game. It's body recomp. It's maintenance. You will be shocked. Live at maintenance. We call it maintaining Mandy in the Clubhouse. It is fun. More food, more calories, more energy. So training sessions are fire because you have the extra energy, and 6 months to a year is a fantastic timeline. We have game-changing workouts inside the Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse monthly membership, along with simple, delicious meals your whole family will enjoy. With weekly check-ins, you'll have the accountability piece in place to be sure you're losing that fluff to reveal that toned muscle, which accountability is the most important part of any successful plan. These tools help expedite your fat loss, keep you on track, and ensure you stay consistent. Consistency truly is the magic pill for any goal you set. If I could bottle it up and sell it, I'd be a billionaire. I'd love for you to share this episode and tag me on social media so I can personally thank you. Also, leaving a 5-star review on the podcast helps me reach more people. Who knows, you might even hear your review here. It's time to get out of your own way. It's time to stop overthinking, and I simplify it all. There's a back door to the Clubhouse. I'll put the link in the show notes. You deserve to feel great in your own skin, and I'll help you go from feeling lost to counting macros with confidence so you can fit in those jeans again. The Clubhouse is having a defined December, but you need to get in now. The Clubhouse is closing. All right, friends, thanks for tuning in today. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with somebody who needs to hear it. And remember, consistency beats perfection every single time. Perfection is prison. I'll catch you next time. And just so you know, you're always doing better than you think you are.